Exit 92 Radio.
That's right, you're tuned in to Exit 92 Radio with the Big Bad Bull Bear. Notice the title, Real Merica Live, a rant, not safe for work. It's not. It's not safe for work one damn bit. You know why it's not? Because I'm having a very bad fucking morning already. And I felt like, fuck it, I want to rant, I need to get shit off my chest. This show may not even be left up there. I just need to record myself and get my shit out there. Fuck it, if I leave it up there, make it viral. But let's get this shit started now. I got a message. I got a message for everybody out there, all the people who are for the Affordable Care Act. Alright? I got a message for you. I am not a rich man. I'm not. By any means. I make bare fucking minimum wage at a bare fucking minimum wage job, which is nothing wrong with my job. I like my job. I do. And it's not their fault that they're only paying that little bit. I'm not pissed off with them. I'm pissed off with this Affordable Care Act. The reason I'm talking about all this, the reason I'm bantering the fuck on, is because I got a letter in the mail today. I got a letter in the mail that said, as of today, I think either today or the end of the month, I will no longer be able to have insurance. And for all of those who don't know, and for all of those who care, yeah, I got Medicaid. Because like I said, I'm not rich. I can't pay for fucking regular insurance. I can't afford it. But yeah, I got Medicaid. I got food stamps. But I still work. I have to. Because fucking, this job I've got it will not cover bills and food. And I gotta keep the wife fed, I gotta keep the kid fed, I gotta keep the family fed. So I get a letter in the mail today that says, as of today, because I have a job making over $100 a week, mind you, the $100 is like $105, so I barely crossed the fucking line, but just enough to get on the radar. They let me know I no longer have insurance. But they did let me know that I can go and I can pay $136 fucking dollars a month to cover me. And because I have a job, because I have employment, because I'm trying to better myself, the wife, who's diabetic and has a lot of stomach issues as it is, will no longer have insurance either at the end of the year. I don't know if that's this year or next, but in the next year or so, she will no longer have insurance because I have a job making about $105 a fucking week. So, with insulin running like $65, $70 a vial, that's one vial. And then my medicine that I take, I don't even know how much that fucking costs. Yeah, royally fucked right now would be the best word I guess you could use for my situation. Am I chimping out? Yeah, probably a little. I pissed the fuck off. Very. I don't really give a shit. I don't. This is a message to all you people who are for the Affordable Care Act. Let me tell you something. People like myself who are just trying to make it in this country, who just want, I'm not asking for $1 million. I'm asking for enough money to pay the bills and have a comfortable life as well. I don't want a 2-story house with a white picket fence. I wouldn't mind a fucking trailer with a side garage on it, honestly. I really wouldn't fucking care. All I'm trying to do is make it. All I've been trying to do for the last 4 fucking years is make it. And every time I get a step a little into the light, every time I get a fucking step forward, something like this happens, and it blows me back a fucking way. Back to start. Do not cross go. Do not collect $200 fucking dollars. And you know why? You want to know why this keeps happening to me? I sound like I'm bitching, I'm complaining, I'm blaming it on somebody else, but let's talk about the truth for just a second. For all you Obama fans, let's talk about the Affordable Care Act, alright? I know people who who are going through the Affordable Care Act. I know a guy, he has a good job. He has to go through the Affordable Care Act. And insurance alone for his 3 kids and himself. And when he was married, because he just recently was divorced, when he was married with his 3 kids and himself, he was paying somewhere upwards of like $2,000 a month in insurance? Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. $2,000 a month in just insurance. That's not including groceries, and that's not including electric bill. It's not including your normal everyday, needs. Gas, cigarettes if you're a smoker, fucking something to drink, a bottle of water, so you feel like you can walk into a gas station like a normal American and get a refreshment. No, that does not count that. We're talking about just insurance alone. And see, there's people out there who are huge fans of the Affordable Care Act. There's people out there who are huge fans of President Barack Obama. And, their reply to this is get better jobs, is get a better education, better yourself. And you know what? Don't get me wrong. Do I need to better myself? Of course I do. Do I need to go to college? Oh, fuck yeah, I would love to go to college. You got the money to pay out, and you know what? Honestly, before you retort that with some grant bullshit from FAFSA, yeah, they'll cover it. They will. But you still have to worry about time. You got to worry about gas. You got to worry about when you have the time to do it. Call it, make your priorities. You know what? Take your priorities and shove them up your ass. If you're a 20-something millennial these days and you don't have a family, it's one thing. You can go to college. You can go to college. You can become a bachelor's in fucking rocket science. Learn how to send something into space. And you live the rest of your life comfortably. And if during high school you did fall in love with somebody and you wanted to have a family, and that's what you wanted. You wanted to have a family and you wanted to live together and be married and be in love and you want to make it in this country, you don't stand a fucking chance. You don't stand a chance in this country. 2 people together don't stand a chance in this country anymore. They don't stand a chance in this country because we're not allowed. You see, you're not allowed to break out of the poor class. You're not allowed to break out of the poor class because, God forbid, we have poverty touching new money. Don't want that to happen. We don't want the poor people having any money. And you know what? I'm not even pissed off about being a poor person. I'm okay with that. I accepted that a long time ago. I didn't grow up rich. I grew up in a moderate family, in a moderate home. I wasn't spoiled, but I wasn't, I wasn't not able to have things that I didn't want or I wanted. I wasn't going hungry. Fuck, if you've seen pictures of me, I'm a fat ass. I'm okay with being in a moderate, second class poor family, whatever, working poor, whatever they want to label me. Fine, I'm fine with that. But you know what? If I'm going to be a worker, be in this country, you could at least make sure that people like myself, who are going to work every day, busting their ass for minimum wage, make sure they have insurance. Make sure when they get sick, they can go back to fucking work and take care of their family. Make sure you ain't got to worry about whether you're putting gas in the fucking truck to make it back and forth to work this week, or if you got to go afford fucking insulin for your wife. Make sure you can, go to work and, not have a fucking cut on your arm that hasn't been taken care of and get fired and then not have a job. I guess it really wouldn't matter, because if I didn't have a job, I wouldn't have to worry about fucking insurance now, would I? And I said earlier, they want you to better yourself. I don't really think so. The more and more I think about it, it seems to me like you don't have a job and it's so much easier to get fucking insurance. Ain't it? Ain't it? If you don't have a job, it's so much easier to get fucking insurance in this country to take care of you. Because they don't want the poor people thinking. They don't want the poor people getting up and standing up and going to work every day and taking care of themselves. They want to make sure you're on your ass, you're on your back, collecting a fucking paycheck. But people like myself, all I've tried to do is take care of myself and my family. I strive to one day make enough money to not have to be on food stamps anymore. I strive to one day make enough money to pay for our private insurance. Because it's not like Molina is any fucking good anyways, but it's insurance. It pays for medicine. That's pretty much all Molina does. That's it. That's it. By the way, if there's anybody in the chat, I'm sorry I haven't got in there and started talking with you. I'm not in the mood. I almost didn't even fucking record this. I thought about just ranting at my fucking computer, pretending it was fucking recording. But I said, fuck it. Maybe I can get this to go viral. Maybe somebody will hear this and understand where I'm coming from and pass it along to another who will understand. And the trade of information just keeps going. The trade of information just keeps going. That's something that they can't stop. Other poor people in this country have got to understand where I'm coming from. You can't live poor in this country anymore. And you wonder why so many people are getting in trouble for drugs. You wonder why so many people are getting in trouble for, breaking the law. They don't have a choice. And now I see why these people don't have a choice. Because, for a long time, I used to really harp on, these people who are breaking the law, living outside the law, selling drugs, and all that. Not all of them have this excuse. Don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning this at all. I'm just saying that I can see why they termed that way. Because, what other choice do you have? It's either you go to work at a straight job and make $7.65 an hour for, 20 hours out the week, maybe 15, or you go and sell some pot for, $180 for a QO or whatever. I don't know the prices. You don't really have a choice in this country but to be, a lawbreaker and a criminal. But if you think about it, I guess it really works for everybody if you're a lawbreaker and a criminal, because when you go to jail, they get paid for taking care of your ass. They get paid for taking care of your ass. And that's it. Private prisons, they get money for taking care of you. They get paid by the United States government to take in inmates. And the cycle just keeps going. Just keeps going, people. I don't understand what happened, what perverted, this United States so hard to where we, like a speech once said, I can't remember, I think it was from the newsroom. I can't remember the name of the actor. But we used to have a war on poverty, not a war on poor people. That's what it is, folks. A war on poor people. That's what we're going through right now. We are on the front lines of a war on poor people. I gotta take a break. I'm gonna throw in a couple of tracks for you guys, and I might come back and rant some more. I might not, but I gotta take a break. This is Boo Bear, X92 Radio.
Apocalypse and you're listening to Exit 92 Radio on Spreaker, because everything else is basically well shit on a storm cloud.
Exit 92 Radio.
Yeah, that's right, we're back. If you're just tuning in, welcome to Real America Live, a rant, NSFW, not safe for work. If you're just tuning in, you may have missed all the not safe for work. I may be out of steam. I may have just needed to say what I had to say, and I might be done here in a minute. Maybe, maybe not. You know, when I left off, we were talking about a war on poor people. And the reason being, I'll go ahead and throw it out there again. If you're just tuning in, the reason I'm going on a rant at all, because I just got a letter in the mail today. So I don't have insurance anymore. Once again, I'll go through it. I don't have insurance because I was running through Medicaid. Because I work at a bare minimum wage job, make over $100 a week, which is about $105, $106. Not under the coverage. Don't meet the criteria. Yep. Don't meet the criteria. Because I guess the United States government believes you can live off $105 a week. Well, you know, you're making $105 a week now. Guess you don't need insurance. I don't need insurance. I'm making $105 a week. What can I pay for with $105 a week? Well, you know what you could do? You could come back to us and pay $136 a month for shit-ass insurance. Not gonna pay $136 a month for insurance that sucks in the first place. It was just good to have insurance. It was just good to not have to worry about paying for meds, you know. And by the way, none of the medicine that I get is a narcotic. None of the medicine that I get is a controlled substance. I have a thyroid problem. That's part of the reason why I'm such a big motherfucker. I have a thyroid problem, and I believe it's underacting or something. I don't really fucking remember. And I mean, you know, if I stop taking it for any long periods of time, I start to get all fucking dizzy and wooky, can't remember and shit. It happened to manifest when I was at my last job, when I was a roofer for a little bit. Thankfully, we got it under control. I mean, I had to leave the job because they told me it was too stressful with somebody with a thyroid issue. So I didn't really keep working there, which I did like that job. I made money. I made fucking $11 an hour there. That's why I like the job. But no. See, now, I don't have that job anymore. No. Lost my insurance for a job about $105 a week. $110, around there. Sometimes I make a little more. I can't afford to pay $136 a month, so I gotta figure out how to take care of myself with a thyroid problem and how to take care of my wife with diabetes and some other issues. You know, some other issues where medicine is not cheap at all. No, it's not. You know, you think in this country that we want to take care of our people, you know? You think in this country that the United States citizen who's just trying to make it, who's working their ass off, who goes to work every day, you know, with nothing more in his wallet but a dollar or two to maybe buy him a drink at lunch. Not even food, just a bottle of water to keep him going until 8:30, 9 o'clock when he gets off work and goes home, and they have a little bit of canned dinner when they get home. Some raviolis, some canned bread, something, you know, just something to eat. That person. We don't want to take care of that person. We want to make sure that fucking person hits every fucking hurdle on the way there. We want to make sure that person eventually has to call in for more help from the United States government. We don't want them making it on their own. No, as long as they're getting a check from us, we get a say in their life, and they do. They fucking do. They get a say in your fucking life as long as you're receiving help from the United States government. You want to talk about a say? Here's a say for you. Hey, you need to get insurance. But if you don't have insurance, we're not going to try and help you. For the people who make over $100 a fucking week, you got to get insurance. And if you don't have insurance, you're going to get it fined consecutively until you get insurance. You're going to get fined consecutively. We already know you're on hard times and you can't afford to pay insurance. But because of that, we're going to make sure we fine you until you pay for insurance. Oh, what's our lowest rate? Yeah, $136 a month, I believe. Yeah. You're poor. You only make a little bit over $100 a week, but you can afford $136 a month. And now your people are like, oh, that's just $25 out your paychecks. That's just $25. You know how far $25 can go? That's gas. Oh, that's gas back and forth to work. That's gas. You know? That's part of rent. That's part of bills. That's part of, just everyday things. Detergent, shampoo and conditioner. Shit like that. That's part of everything. When you're making just a little over $100 a week, that's part of everything. $25 is nothing to just spend fucking frivolously. It's something you gotta work with. When I get my money, I don't see play money. I don't have play money. Every so often, I'm not gonna bullshit you. Every so often, of course, if I see something like a $5 little thing on Amazon or something like that, yeah, I'll grab it. I will. Because damn it, the worker bees of America do need some entertainment time. We do need to turn off for a little bit. I mean, at least we think we need to. The United States government doesn't think we need to. The fat cats up north don't think we need to. We need to keep working and working and working. We need to keep working until we die, and then X543 can take over. And then his grandson, and his great-grandson, and his great-great-grandson can keep doing the same job, the same repetitive motion. That's what we're looking at. That's the bleak future for the poor people of this country. You don't think so? Look. Open your fucking eyes and look around. Open your eyes and look around. Like I said earlier, we are on the front lines of a war on poor people. Not a war on poverty. A war on poor people. It's just like the class system. It's something that, it's very taboo here in the United States. We do have a class system, everybody. We do. You got the poor, the working poor, the second class, or the working class, the blue collar class. You got the uppers, the up highs. Then you got the super rich, the Rothschilds, Trump, Clinton, all of them. Yeah. They're up there. They're taken care of. Their insurance, $136 a week, or bucks a month. Oh, that's a piss in the fucking bucket, man. That ain't nothing. And people like President Obama ain't worried about it. Because even if, I hear rumors all the time that he isn't even under his own plan. And that's fine. You know what? I don't really care if he is or not. Even if he was, though. Even if he was, it wouldn't matter. $136 a month. More than that. We'll say $2,000 a month. That's shit to him. That's shit. He doesn't worry about it because he's never lived poor. We need a poor president. We need somebody like myself. We need somebody to make it to the higher ups. Make it to the big White House. And start treating the poor people with a little more courtesy. Start treating the poor people with a little more respect. Because we are the backbone of this country. We are the backbone of the United States. And when I say backbone, I mean we are the guys cleaning up the shit behind these people. We are the guys going into work for retail and serving every fucking person walking up in there. And when I said, because I've talked about menial jobs before, including my own. My job's a menial job. And by menial job, I just mean it's not looked at with very importance from the guys up north. It's not looked at. They don't care about one Mr. Nicholas Solomon. They don't care about him. They don't care. I'm a number. I'm a number getting food stamps and no longer insurance. I'm a number. When did we go from numbers to people? Or when did we go from people to numbers? Riddle me that. When did we go from being Susie Jane and John Doe to case number 1265 9973. A long time ago, when this country became as perverted as the people who run it. I mean, we all gotta make it somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how to fucking do it. Don't ask me for answers. I don't have them. I can bitch and moan all fucking day, but I don't have any answers. I'm trying to figure out these answers right now. I'm trying to figure out these answers in my head as I talk, as I'm being recorded through my encoder. All I can think about is what the fuck am I gonna do? I got a kid, a wife, a family. You know, we were doing alright. We were making it. We had our head above water. You know, kicking with everything we got. Kicking with every bit of energy, fighting to hold on. Now it seems like the water just got a little higher. You know, instead of being at our necks, at our jawbone, we got our heads fucking looking up at the sky, trying to fucking kick out. I ain't know what we can do right now. But we're holding on. We gotta do that together. We gotta hold on. Because there ain't nobody helping the poor class. There ain't no class to fall to except for homeless. And I'm not going to be homeless. I'll do whatever I have to do not to be fucking homeless. I've been there. I've been there and I came back. My wife was pregnant. We were in the hospital. There were 2 months because she had preeclampsia and we had to stay in the hospital for 2 or 3 months. But in those 2 months, we lost our place to live. I lost my job. So there was a good month and a half where I didn't know where we were going to be after the baby was born. There was a good month and a half I was calling every single person that I knew to try and find a place to live. Man, we'll pay rent. I'll do shit around your house. I'll do whatever I have to do to have a place to live. I've been homeless. And I'm not going back. It's not happening. You know, maybe I chimped out. You know, maybe that's all it is. Maybe I'm having a bad fucking day. I don't even know if the show's going to last today. It probably will get deleted by the end of the night. I just, you know, I had to share that with y'all because, I mean, why are we doing this to? I mean, when did it become a decision if I'm going to put gas in my car, if I'm going to have health insurance? When did that decision fall on the table? You know, call it real life problems, call it adult problems, it's fine. Even as an adult, though, that's not right. You know, put reasoning behind it, put your data, take it and shove it. That's not right. You know, I'm sure other families are going through worse issues than me right now. Going through having to worry about paying more money than just $136 a month. You know, like I told you about that guy, $2,000 a month for insurance to take care of his kids and his wife. You know, this country has fallen pretty fucking hard. And there's going to be a day, you know, because it fell a long time ago. You know, during the Great Depression, it fell on the poor people real hard. You know, we had it hard, but everybody had it hard. It wasn't just, you know, we were all equal. We were all one class. This entire fucking country was nothing but poor people. You know, and then we started getting money back. People started stepping up in the world. The poor people from yesteryear are the rich boys from today. I mean, money is, you know, I do agree with a few people on this. Money is the root of all evil, that's for sure. But unfortunately, in this country, it is the currency of the land, and we can't get around without it. There's no going back to trading fucking goats and trading work for goods. That's not how it works anymore. It's not going back to that. Sorry for you. That's not the way it is. The way it is, you got to have a certain amount of money in your bank account to get by. That's the way it is. I might talk for a few more minutes. Right now, we're going to throw one more track and I'll be back. Okay?
tuned in. Keep tuned in.
Yeah, that's right, we're back. We're back here on Real America Live on Rant. Not a good one either. No, not a good one. Been a bad fucking morning, as it were. For all of those of you who are just tuning in, you know, I've been repeating it. Just want to make sure everybody, you know, hears it when they come in, why I'm even doing this at all. Got a letter in the mail yesterday that said it's no longer valid under insurance any longer because of my $105 a week job. I'm just a little pissed off about it. Need a little bit of time to give my quintessential fuck you to, I guess, the Obama administration. If you really want, you know, if you really want my opinion, I gotta give a big fuck you to the Obama administration. And the reason being, like I said, on this war on poor people is so ridiculously overdone. You know, it is. It is. This war on poor people is so ridiculously overdone. People like myself, you know, who go to work every day and is just trying to take care of their family, don't stand a chance, man. They don't stand a chance. You know, I was angry. I'm still angry. I think me chipping out for a good 30 minutes here has helped out a little bit. I needed it. You know, I did. Maybe after this I can think a little clearly and look around for some insurance or something. I mean, you know, insurance is expensive. Well, but really bothers me about this whole thing. I mean, I could possibly get past the not having insurance over $100 a week fucking job. But I can't get past the fact that if I don't get insurance, by this time next year, I'm going to get fined. Yeah. There's them in your life again. There's them telling you what to do with your own money. Oh, you don't have insurance because you're broke. But if you don't get insurance, I think I said this already, we're going to fine you. We're going to fine you consecutively. Does that make so much fucking sense? You're broke, you're poor, you know, you're trying to fucking make it. You can't afford insurance. So we're gonna fine you. Now you're fucking cunts, that's what you are. You're a bunch of fucking cunts, and that's all there is to it. Like I said, yeah, NSFW, fucking explicit. You know what I mean? If you got a weak stomach for a language, I would suggest tuning out now. Press the big X button at the right fucking top of the screen, the right corner. You're on your phone, there's a power button at the top, alright? But it pisses me off the people of this country, the poor class, the poor people, the backbone, the people who are the janitors, the people who clean up horse shit for $500, people who clean up blood, clean up crime scenes, because they gotta make a little bit of fucking money. Nobody cares. Little Sarah Jane died. She worked at this job for 30 years. Nobody cares. They got a replacement for her. She passed away. Oh, that sucks. We got somebody to take their place. Case number 55394 is coming in today. Gonna take care of that. He don't know what to do, but we'll train him. And then he'll go through the same cycle. He'll die in 30 years. Once he's done, we got another worker bee behind him. Oh, insurance? we ain't giving you fucking insurance. Fuck no. My work does provide insurance. I will say that. They do provide insurance, and I'm not mad at them at all. Let me reiterate, I'm not pissy with, with them, but the insurance they give, I can't afford either. That's why insurance should be free. Yeah, I said it. Insurance should be free in this country. For all the people who don't have jobs, it is. It is free for all the people who don't have jobs. But if you're working in this country, insurance should be free. But how are we going to pay for it? Where? We're going to pay for it with the money that our government has. That they make on selling goods. Look at France. I'm not an economic fucking genius. I'm not going to pretend to be either. I'm not going to give, if you want to find out, look it up. Go around, look at France. They got, their taxes are higher. They are. Their taxes are higher. And you pretty much would still be paying for insurance. But the fact is, when it comes down to it, your insurance would be free. Raise taxes a little. The people pay for it together as a whole. And, we have insurance. We have insurance. But nope. Nope, people in this country, the poor people especially, they get shit on. Just expected to, fall down and get right back up. Oh, you broke your leg? Well, you don't have insurance. So, can you splint it up and show up to work tomorrow? You can't get a doctor's note. Hey, you can take some duct tape, and some staples and kind of just keep it straight. We'll give you a crutch or something, You can still, stop shit with a crutch, right? Yeah, okay, making sure. Oh, you got a concussion? Nobody cares. It's a concussion. It's a fucking concussion. You can get over it. That's how it is, though. Slowly eradicating. That's what we should put on the sign. When we get people in, we let all those refugees in that we're taking care of. Fuck it. When we let the illegal, we shouldn't even fucking have a fence up. Let's just let the illegal aliens in. Fucking a little dance show. Fucking welcome to America, doo-da, doo-da. You're raping all our resources, doo-da, doo-da day. You know what I mean? Fuck it, let's give them a fucking song and dance when they walk in so they're entertained and we're not bored. They got a long walk, They got a long walk for their free insurance, you know what I mean? Long walk for their free Social Security and their health care. We need to make sure they're taken care of, because those illegal aliens, they got it hard. Coming into a country illegally and everything. It's a burden. It is a fucking burden. Let me tell you that. Jumping the fence and everything. Whew. Coming over on a boat from Cuba. Coming over on a boat from across seas, overseas. Yeah. And you people understand, Polly B. Hey, you understand, dude. You don't have fucking insurance. You don't have insurance in this country. They're gonna fine you soon. Be careful. If you ain't got the money to pay for it, they will fine you. They will find you, and they will squeeze out every fucking drop of money you got. Because that is how this country works, everybody. That is how this country works. When we say that currency is the root of all evil, we don't just mean it's the root of all evil. We mean it is fucking evil. Yeah, we got to deal with it. We ain't got nothing we can do about it, but god damn it, this fucking country needs to take care of its people. Instead, we're all about letting the refugees in. Make sure they're taken care of. They got it so damn hard. What about Detroit? Hashtag fucking Detroit. Huh? What about Detroit? Oh, they did it to themselves. Yeah, of course they did. You know? We're supposed to be one of the greatest countries in the world. And we're supposed to be. I'm not saying we are. By no definition of the word do I believe we are. We're supposed to be the greatest country in the world, and we can't take care of our own people, but we will lend out a hand to anybody who wants to come over here illegally. Anybody who's having a hard day in another country, we will hand out. You get some money, and you get some money. We're like the global Oprah, people. That's what we are. The United States should just change its fucking name. The United States of Oprah. That's what we are, everybody. Everybody gets a handout. You get a handout. And you get a handout. Oh, wait, you're American. You're white. You're poor. You're a millennial. You don't get a handout, man. No. You gotta be from a different ethnicity. You gotta be a refugee or a Mexican coming in from another country. You know, fuck it. Even if you were Canadian, you couldn't get it. They're almost Americans anyways. You ever realize you don't hear about Canadians coming over here illegally? You know why? Because our country is about 10 times better than ours is. Yeah. You know, people harp on Canada, and I have too. You know, in jokes. In retrospect, they're jokes. You know what I mean? But the fact is, Canada, I think, since I've been born, 23 years, I've only heard of like one mass, national fucking shooting in Canada. Ain't that funny? Canada gets so much shit for being this neutral country, and they've got one shooting in at least 23 years. And I don't mean just like one shooting ever. I mean, one mass shooting that was reported on the news. You know, I'm sure there are poor people in Canada. There have to be. Of course, there are poor people everywhere. But I think their poor people probably get taken care of a little better than we do ours. Their poor people probably, they don't get like, a gold box to sleep in or some dumb shit like that. But they get taken care of. You know? I mean, but why? One thing I just don't fucking understand. We're not willing to take care of our own people, but as soon as a motherfucker jumps the border, as soon as a motherfucker takes in refugee status, we are willing to take them in, give them a home, make sure they're taken care of, they can find a job in this country, but we can't help our own fucking people. We cannot. We cannot help our own people. The veterans who are homeless on the fucking streets, we can't help them. But we can help you, Habib. We can help you, Juan. You need a home? You got it. You need a job? You got it. You need fucking free health care because you cut your finger? Oh, man, get over here. Let me give you a Band-Aid. It's on me. It's on the United States citizen. It's on us, everybody. That money just doesn't appear from nowhere. Where do you think it's fucking coming from? It's coming from your paycheck. It's coming from your taxes. It's coming from different governmentally funded fucking organizations that were originally meant for the United States citizen that are being squandered on illegal aliens. Yeah, I know this is a very Republican podcast, this episode. I know, I'm not a real Republican guy, but this is coming out this way, and it's just going to have to roll with it. Fuck it. Fuck it, I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't give a goddamn anymore. I'm tired of it. And I think I can speak for the class that I was born into. We are tired of it. We're tired of the no nonsense. We're tired of the bullshit. We're tired of it. Explain to me, if I go out and sell drugs, I'm gonna get arrested. But then explain to me how an illegal alien jumps the fence and gets over here and he gets free healthcare. Yeah. Baffles your fucking mind, does it? Come on, let's get some liberals in here. Let's get everybody in here. Let's get some Democrats, Republicans. Let's baffle some fucking minds today, people. Explain to me how one man can break the law of the United States and he can get a free handout, but another man breaks the law and he goes to prison. Explain to me how that happens. Explain to me. fucking double standard at, huh? Yeah! You ain't got no fucking explanation, do ya? Of course not. Of fucking course not. There ain't no explanation for that. No, son, we ain't got no explanation for that, boo bear. They just have a hard life. You know, I take that back. I have heard an explanation for the immigrants coming over here from Mexico and other countries. You know, I had somebody, and I love him to death. He's one of my best friends. I'm not going to say his name so that way he doesn't get embarrassed, but I had a friend of mine a while back. We were talking about this illegal alien crisis, and I call it a crisis because that's exactly what it is here in the United States. Anyways, let me get back to the story. We were talking about this illegal alien crisis, and I asked him, I sat there, I looked him dead in the eye, and I said, hey, how can you explain to me how people can be coming over here illegally, and it's okay? And he looks at me without missing a beat and says, but their life is hard. Their life is so hard. They don't have clean water. They don't have food. They don't have things that we have. And you know what? What I said back to him was this, you know, and I get that. I get that. Their life is hard. They probably got it harder than I do. You know, I'm not going to bullshit you. I got running water. Even as a poor fuck, I mean, we have to live with people. We have to pay rent, but we got clean water. You know, we got water to take a bath with. We have the common basic necessities of life: clothes, water, food. Well, a little bit of food at least. But I didn't jump a fence to get over here. You know, I didn't come over here illegal. I was born here. That doesn't take any work. You know? That doesn't. So I can't really say that I worked for it. But there are people. I know a lady who is here. She's from another country. A friend of mine. You know, she's from Eastern Europe. And she did work to get here. She went through the visas. She went through the years of, you know, taking the tests and doing all the paperwork. She did all that because she wanted to be an American citizen. The right way. She wanted to be an American citizen and tell her kids that she came here to give them a better life. You know, she worked her ass off, and she did. She gave her kids a great life. One of her sons, he actually works up north in the big White House, as a matter of fact. Well, not the White House specifically, but he works around there. You know? She wanted to give her kids a better life, so she did. She came over here, she did it properly. She became a United States citizen. And that's what I want from these aliens to come over here. I don't ask very much. I ask them to become a United States citizen just like me. Pay the bills I gotta pay. Pay Social Security. Pay for health care. See how hard it is to be in America. And then go back. I mean, I'm not telling you to go back. I'm just saying, when you find out how hard it is here in the States, you might want to go back. Fuck, I wish I was from another country. I'd go get deported on fucking purpose. Get the fuck out of this damn country. I can't afford to move out. I can't afford it. You know, I've thought more than once about going to Canada. I really, really have. I can't afford to get to fucking Canada yet. It's fucking expensive. Very expensive. You know? It's a really shit situation. It is. I don't know, you know. It's you know, I don't even know how to say it really, you know. I don't know what to say anymore. I mean, I don't. This country is perverted, you know. It's letting people break the law on purpose and giving them a handout. You know, where is the justice in that? You know, when I was growing up, you know, hold on, before I go on to that, hold on, I need to do something real quick. I gotta grab something to drink and have a smoke. I gotta mellow out for a minute, okay? Because if I don't, my blood pressure's gonna go through the fucking roof, and I don't have insurance anymore, so, you know, I mean, heart attack up, you know, case number 559 died today, and nobody cares. I got a few tracks for you guys. They're all unsigned stuff. Blue Snaggletooth, the Tupperware Dance Party, and Bone Hawk. So, 20 minutes of, well, we're going to put one more in there. An Arrowhead Desert Cult Ritual. 20 minutes of uncommercialized music. Hope you guys enjoy, alright? Keep it locked in here on Exit 92 Radio with the Big Bad Boo Bear. Real America Live, a Rant.
Darkness falls upon the city. this land. You'll take the water from my hand. You'll travel all across this land. You'll take the water from my hand. You'll travel all across this land.
the nightlife every night tonight. Dancing out on the dance floor. That's what I programmed her for. Every night tonight.
Apocalypse, and you're listening to Exit 92 Radio on Spreaker. Because everything else is basically well shit on a
That's
storm
right,
cloud.
everybody. Welcome back to Exit 92 Radio with the big bad boo bear. If you've been listening, you know what's going on. If you just tuned in, I'm not explaining it again. It'd be like the fourth time I'd explained it, and I'm just not going to do it. Like I was saying before we went to break, when I grew up, I was fed a line, you know? I was fed a line by people who didn't even realize they were feeding me a line of bullshit. That line was that if you work hard, you study hard, you know, you do things like that and you're going to be successful. You may not be rich, you may not be a millionaire or anything like that, but you'll be successful, you'll live comfortably. Nice place to live, white picket fence, wife and a dog, a couple kids. As long as you work hard, you got all that waiting for you at the end of the rainbow. But unfortunately, my friends, that American dream is gone forever. It's gone. And there's no coming back from that. You know? There's no coming back to what we once had ever again. Because it's dead. United States dream of making it in this country straight is dead. You know, so you got to do whatever you got to do. You got to undercut. You know, you got to, overcut. You got to do what you have to do to survive. That's the only choice. Survival. Survival means everything to our own existence. We have no help anymore. I mean, we're not supposed to have help, in a sense. We're supposed to make it on our own. We're supposed to, grow up and work hard, make money, take that money and put it wisely into some investment that's going to pay it down the long road. And a lot of us do that. A lot of us, we take that money we make from our little paychecks and we put it into our house and put it into our car, into different things, our child's education. Because, we can give them a better life than what we've got. And they're going to grow up and do the same thing for their kids. They're going to tell their kids, we're going to give you a better life than what we had. And then it's going to keep going. And I'm not saying we're all failing as parents. We're not. We're trying. We are trying. Because there's a reason this show is called Real America Live. Because this is from real Americans. The parents of America trying to give their kid a better life. They are trying with everything they got. Fuck. They're doing the extra hours for just some great Christmas presents. They're doing the extra hours to take care of the electricity bill. My mom, she has worked all her life. Just here recently, at fucking, I don't know how old she is. They're just able, to set it up to where she doesn't have to, but she likes to work. She likes to. Doesn't have to work, but she works. I mean, it helps with the bills, it does. A little bit of extra money always helps, but she worked all her life to give us a little bit that she could give us. And I when I was a teenager, I wasn't appreciative, and I feel bad about that. I have since I was a teenager. You do stupid shit when you're a kid, But now that I'm 23, which is still young, I'm still a baby. I'm still growing. I'm 23. I got my own family started. I see how hard she worked to give me and my little brother a life. And she tried so hard, but she had no help in this country, man. Fuck, the insurance thing is not something new, people. I mean, the ACA is terrible, and it's a horrible fucking act. It's probably next to the not freedom of speech, it's an act that Bush put out. I can't remember the name of it, but it's next to that piece of legislation that this one is the worst piece of legislation to ever be put down on paper. This is a piece of legislation that I wholeheartedly believe, if the Founding Fathers were still around, would be completely against. Governmentally funded insurance is something we should have been looking at for a very long time, and it has been. There have been a few people who have brought it up, but it's never been known how to work, and this one's not working, people. For all you Obama fans, take a look at real America for a minute. Look at real America. Look at what we are living in. And it's not our own damn fault. I don't want to hear that dumb argument I hear all the time. Well, it's your own damn fault. Educate yourself. Shit like that. The worker bee ain't got time to do nothing but work, people. The worker bee's got to be at work, making sure the people up top are taken care of. Making sure they got their McDouble and sweet tea. Making sure that when somebody comes into my department, they can find everything they want to find real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Making sure everybody else is taken care of. That's our job. And I don't mind that. I don't. I like my job. Hell, if it paid more, man, I'd really like my job. It's a good job. The fact is, $105 a week don't cut it. The United States government thinks it does, but it don't. They believe that on $105 a week, you're living high on the hog. Fuck it, why don't I have a Lambo in the yard? Fucking a Ferrari and a Lambo. Like maybe a Porsche right beside it, And you get my grill. I do have to get my grill from the shop, you know what I mean? If I can get that gold diamond encrusted grill. It says RML right here. Because $105 a week, hot diggity damn, I'm fucking making it. Fucking making it, everybody. But we're not. Paying American, $8.65 an hour because it's the bare minimum wage. We'll hire an illegal alien because they won't report to the Social Security offices and, work offices and such like that up north that they're only getting paid 65 cents an hour. And they'll work harder and they'll work faster for that 65 cents an hour. And am I taking any integrity away from the illegal alien? No, I'm not. Because they have a family to feed too and they are just trying to survive in this country. But the fact is, when you get down to the nitty gritty, they're legal. They're legal and they're taking money out of United States citizens' mouths. Not mouths, food out of the United States mouths. Because you can eat money, it might not taste very good. It might be what you have to come down to in this country, actually. But we give them everything, man. I tell you what, we do. I hate to be so fucking Republican. I really do. So fucking conservative. Because in my opinion, the conservative Republican is very, very narrow-minded. You get pissy about it, like I said, there's an X button at the top right corner of your screen. You can click on it a couple of times and I'm gone away. You never have to see me again. It's like magic. Turn off the window box with the keys on it. You don't have to hear me. If you have a phone, press the X button again. Yeah, I don't fucking know what to tell you. But in my opinion, the conservative Republican is so narrow-minded. And I try not to be that, but there are some issues I agree with them on. This is one of them. This is one of them. Don't get me wrong, America is a melting pot. It is a melting pot of mutts. That's where we come from, people. We are nothing but mutts. German, Indian, American. Well, not American. Native American. And in a sense, we are illegal aliens as well. I know the Indian thing. Don't get me wrong. I haven't forgotten about the Indians. I know just how horrible our forefathers treated the Indians in this country. And that is beyond words. I'm part Indian as well. Not full-blooded Indian. So if I really want to talk about kicking illegal aliens out, don't get me wrong. We have to look at ourselves as well. We were illegal aliens at one point, yes. But I was born here. And for the people who are born here, they are American citizens, and that's fine. That is fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. You grow up, you work for your living, you pay bills, you pay your taxes like you're supposed to. But your papa, your mama, Pablo and fucking Mary Saint fucking Vatican the Fourth did not pay their fucking taxes. They did not fucking pay their bills like they were supposed to. They undercut the rest of us to make a live, 20 deep in a 2-bedroom apartment. And you're like, well, maybe you need to do that to survive. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to lower myself down that way because I'm an American citizen and I'm just asking for a little help. I'm not every other American citizen, and I know that, asking for help is not what this country needs right now. But we are supposed to take care of our own people, are we not? We're not supposed to leave somebody behind. I believe that's the credo of the Marines. No man left behind. We're leaving man behind. We're leaving men and women and children behind. And we're not batting a fucking eye. We're leaving people behind because they don't fit the criteria. And by criteria, you ask, what do you mean by criteria? By criteria, I mean that they don't fit the needy criteria. It's about to get real dark in here, so if you want to leave, this is your last fucking warning. And a disclaimer beforehand, the opinions that I'm sharing in a few minutes are not the same opinions of every Spreaker broadcaster here on Exit 92 Radio. These are of my own opinion, my own mission, not the opinions of Spreaker.com or anything like that. And I'm not trying to be racist. I'm not. It might come out that way, and you might hate me for it, but I'm not trying to be racist. I'm really not. I'm the farthest person from racist. But it feels to me that if you're an illegal alien in Mexico, if you're an ISIS refugee, or if, you're one of these hood rats in this country, you get help. I mean, if you're somebody from a different country and you can get help before somebody who actually lives in this country, what does that say about the country? How is it your country is fucked so hard that you have to move away and go to a different country? And we're going to give you a handout. We're going to give you a home. We're going to give you a place to live, place to work. But people in Detroit can't get help. A city in that same country that you ran to, cannot actually feed its own people, but they're willing to feed you. We've got veterans on every corner, up in the bigger cities like Chicago, New York, New Orleans. People who went over and fought for the very freedom that I am exercising right now. The freedom of speech, freedom of the press. That First Amendment we so cherish. We cherish that amendment so hard, but we can't cherish the people who stand up and defend it. We can't cherish the people who stand up and go across seas to a country they've never been to, into a land that is completely alien to them. We can't give them a home. We can't give them money. And the money we do give them is minimal. We say, oh, they're alcoholics and they're druggies. They're alcoholics and druggies because they're having a fucking rough patch in their life. And this United States isn't helping any. We're horrible on our veterans. We treat them so badly. I see everybody pulling up flags all the time on Facebook, and we're all like, yeah, support our troops, ba-dee, America, America, ba-dee. I piss red, white, and blue, ba-dee. And I'm not going to profess to sit here and be a saint either. I'm not perfect. I've never had the money to donate to a VA organization. Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW organization. I've never had the money because I'm broke just like they are. But I don't hear about these same people who put up those flag things and those support our troops banners going and doing that. I don't see them going to a VFW and donating money. I don't see them going to a VFW and donating time, to volunteer and help out. Go to nursing homes and find these warriors, these great warriors who have fought for our freedom, and console them in their last days. Because a lot of them are on those last steps. They're on those last few times they see their family. They're on those last times they get to watch those shows from when they were a kid. The last time they get to see Red Skeleton might be today. And honestly, the ones who are in nursing homes are the lucky ones. And I hate to say it because I don't like nursing homes. When I get that age, do not, if you know me personally, do not let my wife put me in a nursing home. I want you to take me out to pasture first. Put me out of my fucking misery before you put me in a nursing home. But those ones are lucky because the ones who are homeless, they don't get any chances like that. They get to see their last sewer rat attack a fucking cricket or something today, possibly. They get to die sleeping on a corner and nobody care. They get to walk down the street and, get jeered and hated on, get a fucking job, you hobo! Today. And, it could be the last day on Earth. Nobody cares. I mean, I've never experienced, I'm not a veteran. And I don't know very many. I know a few. I know a few who's had it hard. I know a few who did okay after the war and they got back home and all that. I know a few who are in right now. And I could never do it. I could never do it. Next time you see a homeless guy, think about what if he's a veteran? What if he's just trying to get, warm? It's getting cold, guys. And those streets are unforgiving. It's getting cold in the next few days. I mean, up north it already is cold. It's cold all year round. And those guys have it real hard. And I don't see us, giving them a home, giving them some money and a place to live to get their life started over again, giving them the proper medical care that they deserve to take care of their PTSD and their bum leg, giving them the attention they deserve. I don't see us helping our own people. At least if we're not going to help the poor people of this country, we could stand up and help the people who helped defend it. The people who band together when warriors were called, they picked up the phone. They signed the paper. They signed their soul to the United States of America. And they quite literally did. Because when everything was said and done, the United States of America cast them aside like an old raincoat. Waiting to use them again when they need them. Waiting to throw them in a nice suit and a nice hat to give them an award later on down the road. That's what we did. We're still doing it. Not going to change, I suppose. It really isn't. Veterans, poor people, not going to change. I mean, why would it? Why would we change a formula that's been working for 50, 60 years now? Why do that, huh? We get as much money from everybody as we can. They die, we get as much money from their grandkids. And it just keeps going. Their kids, their grandkids. Poverty is a business, people. Poverty is a business they are using to its fullest extent. If you want to put money into a business, you want to invest somewhere, put it into poverty. Because that ain't going nowhere anytime soon. Not in this country. We're going to make sure poverty is always here. Because we need worker bees. We need worker bees. Gotta have them damn worker bees. It's upsetting. It is. Because like I talked about in the beginning of this broadcast, when did the decision hit the table to where it's either gas in your truck to go to work or health insurance? Honestly, it has to be gas in your truck to go to work because, you gotta have a job. But then again, you don't have a job, at least you have free health insurance, right? You can't buy your kid anything for your birthday, but hey, you got health insurance. So if you break a leg somewhere or something, you're gonna be okay. We'll take care of you. Yeah, we'll take care of you. Well, I think it's about time, guys. I do appreciate all of y'all tuning in for my ranting and raving. And, you know, if it happens again, of course, I'll make sure you guys come and check it out. And if this show even stays on, I don't know, I might turn it off. Like, I might delete it after it's done. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's been a day already. I've been up since fucking 9 o'clock, and since 9 o'clock, it's been a day, as it were. An hour and 38 minutes of just nothing but ranting from the Big Bad Boo Bear. God, I must have pissed somebody off. But it's alright, you know. You know, I will leave you with this. And that is, keep an eye out. Keep an eye out, because the poor people are being eradicated one by one, slowly but surely. That poor class is being taken apart, ripped to shreds. And I don't know if there's anything we'll be able to do about it. You know, I'm not gonna pull a rotten fruit and say I want you to get your guns and, you know, attack your city halls and, you know, shit like that. Revolution is not just about how many bullets you fire, but it's about how well you speak. It's about how well you speak out together. Revolution isn't bombs bursting in the air. It's lives being saved and procedures being changed, legislatures being eradicated. But I am angry. And I think we all should be angry. I think the United States, you know, the class that I live in, should be angry. We should be pissed off. And just how pissed off am I, you ask? I'm pissed off. Are you? Are you fucking mad? You should be. If you're not, then, I mean, give it time. Give it time. Which I want to send out. I want to send out something to a few people real quick. Number one, to the congressman of this country who helped pass that bill, the ACA, Obamacare. You know, to the congressmen who have no idea who they're representing anymore, to the senators, all of that, to the mayors, the governors, all those people who helped support that bill, you know, and not having any idea who they're representing anymore. I want to send out a big fuck you. A whopping, you know, double stacked fucking covered in ketchup and mayonnaise delivered to your fucking house. A big fuck you. Okay? You got it? You got it intact? You know, no shipping and handling. I'll take care of that. One big fuck you. Alright? And to the president himself, fuck you. Alright? Pretty much the same. For even coming up with the idea of that legislation, you get a big fuck you from the Big Bad Boo Bear. Yeah. And, you know, I love my freedom of speech, and that's what I just used, so get off my ass. NSA, if you're listening, yeah. Fuck you too. Fuck them all. You know, fuck them all. I don't fucking care anymore. That's whatever. You know, I do appreciate people tuning in. I hope you guys can keep on coming back to Exit 92 Radio. Like I said, I don't know if the show's still going to be up or not by tonight. It may be deleted. I may get rid of it. You know what I mean? It's just a rant show. I might listen to it and decide. But regardless, for the 13 or 14 people who did tune in and listen, maybe I, you know, spoke to you. Maybe I didn't. You know, maybe you agree with me. Maybe you don't. You know, but if you don't agree with me, just take a look at, you know, the country we live in now. Go and look up pictures of Detroit right now. Go and look up pictures of the homeless veterans on the side of the road. Fuck, you don't have to do that. Go and look up pictures of the South. And this place is riddled, you know, with people just like me, living paycheck to paycheck, trying to make it, you know, on the few measly $100 a month or a week. You know, it's not a lot. It really isn't. I mean, that $100 a week gets me some gas, you know, maybe a pack of smokes. Fuck, I mean, you know, I can't even afford a haircut. I gotta get the wife to cut my hair when her arm gets better, because her arm is broken from an accident. That, you know, the insurance didn't cover the medical bills for anyway, so we were having to pay out of pocket for that. So, take health insurance away from the worker bees. It don't matter. They got more behind us. As long as we have kids coming, they've got worker bees. But this is the big bad Boo Bear.